Welcome to The Insider. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment and click on the notification bell for latest football news vibes. Manchester United fans have shared their divided thoughts on Onana'S performance after Cameroon suffered a 3-1 defeat to Senegal at the Africa Cup of Nations on Friday. Onana made a U-turn on his international retirement in 2023 after repairing his relationship with Cameroon boss Rigobert Song and was called up for AFCON duties. The 27-year-old represented the Red Devils in the 2-2 draw against Tottenham at Old Trafford last week before he flew out to link up with the Cameroon squad. According to BBC Sport, Onana'S trip to the Ivory Coast was affected by extreme weather and he was forced to make a pit stop in Abidjan. The United star, who flew out straight after the Spurs clash, was meant to arrive in Yamoussoukro, which is where Cameroon's first AFCON match would be played. However, Onana did not make the squad for Cameroon's opening Group C clash on Monday against Guinea, who were reduced to 10 men in the 1-1 draw. Erik ten Hag will be without Onana during the United players' AFCON duties, and the number of matches he could miss for the Red Devils is dependent on Cameroon's progression. Unfortunately for Cameroon, Senegal walked away with all 3 points from the Africa Cup of Nations clash, and Song's men face an uphill battle for qualification. Marseille winger Ismaila Sarr fired Senegal into a first-half lead before Al-Shabaab's Habib Diallo doubled the defending AFCON champions' advantage in the second half. Nantes defender Jean-Charles Castelletto pulled one back for Cameroon in the 83rd minute, only for ex-Liverpool star Sadio Mane to score for Senegal in injury time. Onana has been faced with criticism since his move to Old Trafford last summer, with the United star at fault for costly howlers in the Champions League this season. The Cameroon number 1 endured another tough time between the sticks, with Onana's poor distribution in one instance making the rounds on social media. The former Ajax star was also defended and criticized over his reactionary response and diving ability after Mane's low strike beat Onana from inside the box. United fans on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, had a lot to say about Onana's failed efforts to prevent Mane from scoring. Some supporters claimed it was harsh to blame him for not making the save, while others slammed his positioning and said it was the same issue he has had at United. "I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper consistently fall to the ground to save a shot as slow as Andre Onana has this season," someone else commented. "His positioning is always awful, and there is practically barely any spring push-off from his legs when he is diving for low shots." Another argued. "Onana is definitely not top tier in this aspect, but this is harsh on him. Video looks like he has time from when the shot leaves Mane's boot. In truth, it goes between or close to the legs of 2 players. Only in the last image does he really see it, and the reaction time is a normal post that. A fourth posted. Side-netted balls are generally not easy to save for any keeper. It was a good goal. Mane placed it low. His positioning is always against him," somebody else tweeted. While a sixth added. "It's the same thing we complain about in Man United," a seventh wrote. "He doesn't know how to calculate. He could have taken one more step, IMO. Onana should have done better. His positioning in goal post sick is way terrible," one fan commented. The defending champions made a strong start to their AFCON campaign with victory over Gambia in their opening match, and it was more of the same in what on paper was their toughest test in Group C. Ismaila Sarr opened the scoring in the first half, beating Andre Onana with the help of a deflection, and while Senegal were made to wait for their second goal, it was no surprise when it came with 20 minutes remaining. Sarr was involved again, playing a lovely ball across the face of goal, and Habib Diallo was on hand at the back post to turn the ball into an empty net as he slid in. Cameroon's first shot on target did not come until the 83rd minute but it brought a goal and set up a grandstand finish. A corner was taken short before it eventually was whipped in, and Jean-Charles Castelletto rose well to power a header past Edouard Mendy. That threatened a nervy finish, as Cameroon for the first time in the match offered a serious threat, and they wasted a massive chance to equalize deep into stoppage time. Castelletto whipped a brilliant ball into the middle, finding an unmarked Georgia's Kevin N'Koudou, who somehow headed wide from 6 yards out. And it proved a costly miss, as the match was put to bed seconds later. Pape cut the ball back for Sadio Mane, and he picked his spot perfectly as he swept a first-time finish beyond Onana. The result secured Senegal's place in the last 16, regardless of the result in their final group stage match against Guinea, and leaves Cameroon with plenty of work to do if they are to avoid a shock early exit. The indomitable Lions, who are 5-time champions and finished third when hosting the tournament 2 years ago, sit on just 1 point from their opening 2 matches and will crash out of the tournament unless they beat Gambia in their final group stage match on Tuesday. Andre Onana was at fault for Senegal's opening goal against Cameroon at the Africa Cup of Nations. After missing his country's first game against Guinea, the Man United goalkeeper was handed a start on Friday. However, he was beaten by Ismaila Sarr after just 16 minutes. His punch fell directly to the opposition, leading to the goal. Onana has endured a difficult start riddled with errors at Man United after joining from Inter Milan. His mistakes have cost United points and may as well as cost his country. A defeat would leave Cameroon with just 1 point and on the brink of elimination. Thanks for watching this video.